Find out how Paige Chua manages to keep her cool during the circuit breaker period. Chill out with local band Astronauts and check out a delightful lunch treat.
We'll never stray too far from home.
Hello, my name is Hosean Leong. Welcome to Home Together. Masking up, observing personal hygiene, and observing safe distancing rules as well. All this will be the new normal. It's so difficult to remain calm and keeping your composure, right? But then, my guest, she is the queen of cool. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Paige Chua.
Hi, Hosean.
How are you?
So strange to be having this interview at home, but it's fun, I guess.
I know, right? I mean, it's not completely the new normal. I've been doing this for a while now, talking to you, but via a television screen. So how have you been? It's been about over a month now we've been doing this at home?
Yeah, I have been doing well, being quite productive. I've been cooking a lot, something that I've not done in the past few years because it's been so busy. But it's been fun.
Okay.
Catching up with the things that I haven't been doing for a long time.
But you know, you've been filming this Channel 8 drama, right? And all that abruptly came to a halt in, I think, was it March?
Yeah, we started filming on the 16th of January, and the first case of the virus emerged late January. So as things progress, as things worsen, I was quite worried because I was hoping that we could finish the project before things come to a halt. But unfortunately, the circuit breaker kicked in early April, so things got to stop. But we're happy, you know, I think it's safer that way as well.
Yeah, of course. But then, so I suppose when all this kind of winds down, you're gonna pick up the filming all over again?
I don't think it's a problem because we are all professionals.
Okay.
But I will need to trim my hair because it's getting longer. So there will be a problem with continuity. But in general, I think we should be fine.
Wonderful. Yeah, because all of us well, I can't wait for my hair salon to open again to go and cut hair, right?
You can tie a ponytail by the end of the circuit breaker, I think.
I know, not long enough. Now, you are quite an outdoorsy kind of person. You've got lots of hobbies that involve going out and doing things. What are those hobbies?
When I'm not working, I'm actually very active. I've got lots of activities outside of work, outside of home. I'll be going to my pottery classes and my music classes, and I've got archery classes in the night as well. But fortunately, I was able to bring a lot of these activities back home with me. For example, I'll wake up with an exercise routine. I'll be doing my yoga session or HIIT or Tabata session. Yeah, and then in the afternoon, I will try to cook myself a meal, rest a little bit, read my book. And then towards the end of the day, I will also practice my piano and my flute.
Wow, really
so
a
that's
lot.
how
of...
my day goes.
Your day is so full, my goodness. And speaking of pottery, behind you, are those the stuff that you make?
Yeah, my camera is strategically placed, so you can see that these are my pride and joy.
Oh
I started about 2 years ago, so I've been making my own set of utensils, my bowls, my plates, and I've been giving them to my friends as well as presents.
Speaking of archery though, that's one thing that you probably cannot take up because now you're stuck at home, right? So I know maybe people you see from your blog downstairs, they're going out, you go, Piao, don't go out, stay at home. Yeah, something could be done.
Well, it's like the Hunger Games Singapore version, I guess.
Games, yeah.
But I mean, I can still prepare for my training. I can strengthen my arms so that when the training resumes, I can actually be stronger in my shooting. So that's something I can be productive at home as well.
Okay. You know, you played a nurse in and what's that show called? You Can Be an Angel, is it? No.
Yes, 你也可以是天使 is the third installment.
Okay, so you probably have this affinity with our frontline workers.
Well, I'm totally confident and very sure that the healthcare team will be able to navigate us out of this crisis. But because I got to know them better during filming and on set, we had several conversations. And I realized that one of the hurdles that they're still trying to overcome is actually an emotional one. Because it still upsets them when they lose a patient to an accident, to an illness. So right now, I'm actually very concerned about their emotional well-being. So I hope that Singaporeans can encourage them. And I know that a lot of Singaporeans, a lot of corporations are actually offering them a lot of help in terms of giving them donations in cash, food, or in any other ways of sweet gestures. So I think that has been very encouraging. So it hurts me when I hear about things like they were shunned in public and people were afraid of them in public. So that's really quite upsetting.
Yeah, I think initially there was this, because people don't know the virus.
Yeah, there was a lot of fear involved.
Yeah, and so they all this was this reaction, you know, and shunning the nurses and telling them to get off the buses.
Yeah.
But I think all that has kind of died down, which is good. But you are right, though, the emotional and mental strain that they have to go through. Because I just read in newspapers that in New York, amongst the doctors, there's a very high rate of mental, breakdowns because of the stress they go through.
That's understandable for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I was assured by the nurses that they have a very strict protocol when it comes to cleaning themselves after work. So there's really no fear at all in terms of that. And I know that there have been a lot of counseling sessions or therapy sessions for the nurses and the frontline workers as well after work, provided by their various hospitals.
Oh, that's wonderful. And also it's great to see the medical fraternity step up to this, doctors who are not trained in ER or ICU, but they're from all walks and all kinds of faculties of medicine coming together and helping out in the isolation wards, And so it's nice, it's really, really heartwarming. But, on a lighter note, speaking of heartwarming, you got to work with someone that used to warm your heart when you were a schoolgirl.
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that.
Not just when I was a schoolgirl, even now as well. Yes,
so you see him, he warms your heart. Now, who is this heart warmer?
Oh, it's the charming Thomas Ong.
Thomas Ong.
So the project I was working on is called Nan Sheng Fu Bai, Super Dad. So I'm working with him for the second time round, and it still excites me to be working with him. He's a very charming guy, easygoing. He's very particular about the script also. But it's good because it adds pressure on me to perform better. But when I'm with him, when I'm working with him, I am able to emote very freely. So it helps me in my performance and it's good for the show in general.
My goodness. So when you first walked on set and you were opposite, like, oh my gosh, it's Thomas Ong, my heart warmed. Then what was the first day like?
Now it's better, like it's the second time round. But the first time, that was two years ago. So my first day on set, prior to the first day on set, the night before, I was really having butterflies in my stomach. I was like so nervous. So when he came on set, I was like, 天才大哥, just forgive me if I NG and things like that, okay? Because I'm really nervous. But he was really embracing, very charming guy.
Very nice. Yeah, because you do know that he was one of the was it 5 dragons in?
Something like that, dragons. Like that. One of the dragons.
In 1997. I recall.
Whoa.
Oops.
Okay. So I grew up watching his shows for sure.
So Paige, what's in store for 2020 for the rest of the year for you?
Well, praying that the world heals. Yeah, I think that is the most important thing. Work-wise, we've got to see what the situation is like. So for now, I think I want to keep myself healthy and keep everyone healthy, and just pray that everything will be over soon.
Okay, and then what about your family? Are you keeping in touch with your niece?
Yes, for sure. I'm so afraid that my niece will forget me. She's going 4 soon. I don't know, but I've been making sure that I keep contact with her via video conferencing every 3 or 4 days. But my sister has been really good. She has been planning a lot of educational programs for my niece, like for example, making the whole apartment into an obstacle course for her to exercise, and drawing hopscotch on the floor, and reading her books and doing role playing. So she has a lot of imaginary friends at home now. And then we'll share that over video conferencing.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Paige, I wish you all the best. Please stay safe, keep well.
Yep. Take care.
There you go, Paige Chua for you. Well, stay tuned because we're gonna have food as well as entertainment coming your way.
Even if the skies are falling, girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there with you.
We'll never stray too far from home. We'll never stray too far from home.
Hello and welcome back. You know, it's so heartening to hear stories of young people in Singapore pooling their resources or starting ground-up initiatives to help the elderly, the needy, and the more vulnerable in our society. It just makes my heart sing. And speaking of young people that make my heart sing, here are 4 young men who's going to sing for you. Here are the astronauts. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Okay, the name astronauts, very interesting. So maybe I'll ask John, where did this name come from?
Well, it actually came from the first song we ever wrote together. It's called Do You Wanna, available on Spotify. And the reason for the name of the band came from a line in the song that went, I can rock it like a rocket. Somehow that line kind of stuck with all of us, and we just thought, hey, rocket, astronauts, okay, we just go with that.
So, let's say, right, David, I'll ask you, if you were to become an astronaut, what do you think would be an essential trait that you must possess?
Definitely working remotely would be a very important trait. Because if you're up in space, you will not have contact with all your loved ones down on Earth. And for us, ever since the start of the band, we've been writing a lot of music remotely. Do stay tuned for that because we'll be releasing new music in the coming weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll look forward to that, definitely. So let me ask Ben down below in the corner, are you an introvert then?
I think it's very situational. So I am definitely a homebody, but I love the stage and I will take every opportunity to perform music. Yeah.
So if there are any, arguments between you guys creatively with respect to your music, how do y'all solve it?
I think like any relationship, honesty is very, very important. So it's always good to be honest, to give each other feedback. And sometimes it's good for someone to take the lead on certain things. So if we are in the studio and say, there are guitar parts that we're recording. Obviously, John and Dave, who are our guitarists, they are the ones that have the most say in how they want their guitars to sound, for example. And when the other band is singing, he calls the shots on how he wants to sound. And yeah, so that's how we sort of prioritize and we give each other space to, make creative decisions for what's most important to us.
Okay, wow, that's very democratic of you. All right, you're gonna sing for us this song called Come Calling, right? So what is this song about?
Come Calling is a love song. It's about missing someone so much that you would drop everything to be with them. But for now, I think we should just stick to video call instead.
Absolutely. So stay right there because the astronauts are going to entertain us with Come Calling.
And say I miss you. The words are way too weak, yeah, girl. I wish you could be mine through the week, yeah, girl. You whisk me, you sweep me off my feet, and I'm defeated. And girl, I'm beaten. Got it so bad. Had it all, I'm used to flying so low. But well, that's gone, and I'm in Cupid's chokehold. And I'm in a mess, but I just wanna say, thought that you should know that even if the skies are falling, girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there with you. Ain't no stopping, ain't no stalling. Girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there with you. Can overstay it. I want you and I'm tired of waiting. Need to find a way back into your arms and back into those eyes, yeah. I won't try to fake it. There ain't no disguise. Even if the skies are falling, girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there with you. Ain't no stopping, ain't no stalling. Girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there with you. I'm running all the lights now. It's been too many nights now. Need to have you right here, right here, right now. Even if the skies are falling, girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there with you. Ain't no stopping, ain't no stalling. Girl, I'll run when you come calling. Gotta find a way to be there. I gotta find a way to get to you, yeah.
To fight COVID-19 together, I encourage you to stay at home. Cooking can be fun. Wear a mask if you need to get essential items. Work out at home as much as you can to stay healthy. And keep a safe distance from people around you.
We'll never stray too far from home. We'll never stray too far from home.
Welcome back. We all have our likes and dislikes when it comes to food, and I noticed that quite a large number of people around me tend to overlook and avoid this purplish vegetable. Well, actually, technically, it's a fruit. Yes, I'm talking about the eggplant or brinjal. Now, let's join Chef Bala and see how he adds a little savory appeal to this fruit, which is rich in fiber and magnesium.
Hello everyone, this is Chef Bala. Hope everybody's safe at home. What we're going to do today is also another simple dish as I always do. This is called baby eggplants in pickled yogurt. So it's very simple and very healthy. Hope you can try this at home. Before I start, let me wear my mask. Okay, this is a baby eggplant. I'm not sure if many of you all have seen this. Rather cute, but it's very tasty and very healthy. So we're going to use this baby eggplant today. First, we need to heat up the pan and heat the oil. We're going to add the oil, just enough to fry the eggplant. So while the oil is heating up, we need to slit open the eggplants. Just one slit will do, in the center. Okay, now we have slit open all the eggplants. What we need to do is to fry the eggplants. Okay, so when you see it frying, turning into dark purple, just turn it over to the other side to cook it. The eggplants cook really fast, so do not overcook them. Probably you can fry them at about 160 degrees for about 3 minutes. That'll be fine. Okay, right now, the eggplants are perfectly cooked. It's time to take them out. Okay, now we're going to pickle the yogurts. Put it in a mixing bowl. Next, 2 chopped onions to be added to the yogurt. Now we're adding 2 chopped green chilies. Chopped coriander, next we're adding dry mango powder, a 1/4 teaspoon, and then we need to add cumin seeds. These cumin seeds are already roasted. We're just going to ground them. Now we are adding the grounded cumin seeds. Next, we need to flavor the yogurt. So salt to your desired taste. And give it a good mix. And now we are ready to plate the eggplant with pickled yogurt. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to put the pickled yogurt. And the eggplant. Finally, topping up with our garnish, red peppercorns. And there you are. Very simple, very tasty, very healthy. Baby eggplants with pickled yogurt is ready. And I am eager to taste it now. The eggplant is cooked really well. This is heavenly. I'm loving it, and I'm sure you will love it too. Stay home, eat together, cook together, be safe.
The Courage Fund was first established in 2003 when Singapore was hit by the SARS outbreak. You can show your support for those affected by COVID-19 by donating to the Courage Fund. Funds will go to our healthcare workers, frontline workers, or lower-income families. I'm Hosan Leong, and remember to stay safe and stay kind as we continue our fight against COVID-19.
'Cause home is never